Hey guys, it's me, the devil. It's been a while since I've had a chance to sit down and chat with all of you about the channel and talk about what's going on behind the scenes and what my future plans are, so I figured now, while I have some free time, I would do exactly that. Now let's see. It's been several months now since my last quote-unquote normal video. I last did, I think it was the fashion video back in September. And ever since then, it's been kind of experimental stuff. I've done book readings, book reviews, card contests, and of course the nearly daily uploads of flavor text of the day, which, it's all good, but, obviously it's not my normal kind of video where I talk about the lore or go in depth and break down some of the stuff regarding the flavor of a given game, and there's a reason for that. You see, last year I made the rather active decision to kind of cut back on Magic the Gathering content on the channel. Not cut it out entirely, after all, as you can see, I still do Magic the Gathering content fairly regularly. Flavor texts of the day are almost always Magic the Gathering, but I did want to cut back on it and try experimenting some more, and what I've experimented with so far has clearly not resonated with all of you that well. Especially the Flesh and Blood stuff. I really did hope that all of you would enjoy some of the Flesh and Blood content I was putting out, but the viewer numbers and the engagement numbers don't lie. You guys have clearly not been enjoying those as much as the older lore videos, and that's fine. I'm a bit disappointed myself. I had very low expectations for how they would be viewed, and they underperformed those expectations. And earlier this month, especially with the Welcome to Wraith stories for Year 1 of Flesh and Blood, those were received especially poorly. The most recent one, as of the recording of this video, got under 100 views, which is not bueno. So what's going on? What's going on behind the scenes, and where am I going from here? Well, like I said before, it's been several months now since my last regular video upload, and it's probably going to be another month or two before you guys see anything resembling a full-length, serious video from me. I have some ideas that I'm kind of sitting on right now that I'm kind of exploring. I have one video script right now that I'm really enjoying, actually, that I'm going through it, reading it, writing and rewriting it, and I'm liking what I've got, but we'll see. We'll see where that one goes. Earlier this month, like near the start of the month, like the first week of January, I put a post up on my Patreon explaining what I thought at the time my future plans would be. And you see, I got really discouraged by the reception of the Flesh and Blood content, and my initial plan was very different from what I'm going with now. This is why we sit on decisions before we make them and before we commit to them. Because my original plan was to just break off into a new channel and do something completely different with that. Something that I could be more passionate about and have a bit more creative leeway without the baggage of Lore Seeker. But I've decided against that for two reasons. One, I don't feel like it's a good idea to ever drop a channel for any reason, especially one that I've put so much effort and time into. I do greatly enjoy making videos, and even with the poor reception that the Flesh and Blood stories received, I still enjoyed making them, and I still enjoyed working with the people who have lent their voice talents to making those videos come to life. And I'm not going to let some setbacks and some, poorly received videos stop me from doing the things that I'm going to enjoy doing. But I also want to be very upfront with everyone and explain that this channel is probably not going to be what you expect moving forward. For the last 3-4 years, this channel has been primarily focused on lore. Magic the Gathering lore at first, and then lore of other card games, novels, etc. And I am still very passionate about stories. I'm still very passionate about fiction in all of its forms, and there is absolutely zero chance that I will completely stop doing lore videos. There is going to be more lore videos on the channel. I just don't know what those will be and for what game. But lore is not the only thing I enjoy. I enjoy talking about a wide variety of subjects, whether that be me exploring the history of something, talking about some fun event, or just arguing about something with my friends over on Discord. Psst, by the way, join our Discord server. I enjoy talking about a great deal of things, and going forward, I'm going to be leaning more into varied topics, but still things that I enjoy talking about. I don't want to be a negative Nancy for every third video on the channel, after all. I want to talk about things that bring me joy and that I hope will bring you joy in the future. So, I'm going to cut this video right about here, but just to give you an idea of what's coming up in the future, I'm still going to be doing flavor texts of the day. I'm still going to be doing lore videos from time to time once I get a good idea of what I want to talk about there. But some of the more serious videos you can expect to see in the future, whether that's the near or long term, are things like talking about specific sets from games like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! That I really enjoyed, sharing off interesting cards in my collection and the stories around them, or talking about dead TCGs. There are dozens of dead TCGs that I personally enjoy, whether it's talking about their gameplay, their story behind them, or how they died. There's a whole library's worth of stories to tell there, let me tell you. Or even just explaining random video game stuff that I've been sitting on for like 3 or 4 years now. I'm not sure exactly which of these is going to come up first, but those are some of the ideas I'm kind of sitting on right now. But for now, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. I will be doing my best to keep you guys up to date with what's coming out. And of course, I will see you next time.